Number 5. Social proof. I am sure you might have noticed something like this example. A study in New York City was done where some people were told to look up on the 6th floor of a building continuously and see what happens. 45% of passerby stopped if one person was looking up, while 85% of passerby stopped if 15 people were looking up. A similar experiment was aborted when so many people were looking up that they stopped the traffic. This principle is based on the fact that we copy what others do, especially when we are unsure what to do. If situations are critical, we will follow anyone who seems to know what they are doing. So basically, show people how others already do what you want them to do. In an alarming research, it has found that highly visible news about suicides results in an increase in the suicide rates. This type of suicides are called copycat suicide if you search on Wikipedia, which happened even in India some years ago. When news, particularly about children committing suicide due to depression, increased the number of children committing suicide. On a positive side, this principle of social proof was used to treat young children who were afraid of dogs. The treatment was very simple. They merely watched a boy playing happily with a dog for 20 minutes a day. After only 4 days, 67% of the children got over that fear and started playing with the dog themselves. When everyone is laughing, you also laugh. Canned laughter that we hear in most of the comedy shows actually helps the joke to appear much funnier than it actually is. Advertisers often tell us that their product is largest selling, fastest growing, etc. These are all implications of this. Number 6. Authority. We refer to people who seem superior to us. We are brought up to obey authorities. Initially parents, later teachers, police, ministers, manager, and so on. Such authorities have the power of command, telling us what to do. A key reason we do this is because we believe there will be a negative consequence if we disobey, which is not always true. The 3 factors that triggers the authority principle are titles. A title before a person's name increases their persuasion capabilities. Titles like doctor, professor, PhD, president, chairman, founder, CEO have an impact on us. Clothes. Similarly, people wearing certain uniforms, suit, religious outfit also impacts. Trappings. These are accessories that define certain position or role of a person. Example, badges, expensive suits, nice cars, etc. They give us the feel that the person using them is an authority who needs to be obeyed. Now looking at an example for this, the expert behind this principle of persuasion, Robert Cialdini, PhD, is a fine example. Those who read about him for the first time would instantly perceive him as a person with extensive knowledge and credibility in psychology due to the title PhD before his name, even without knowing what he wrote about. In an experiment, nurses were told to do certain things which were completely against hospital rules, but they still did all of them. Why? Just because they were told to do by a doctor, who was actually a fake doctor used just for experiment. This shows how easily people can get manipulated by this trigger. Business-related example of using this concept is when companies use experts, engineers, doctors, etc. in advertisement to promote their product. Number 7. Liking. It's so hard to say no to a beautiful girl or a handsome guy asking you a favor. This is because people are more likely to be influenced by things or people that they like. Since liking has such a fundamental impact on our relationships, it is often used as a powerful tool for persuasion. You can dramatically increase the chances of making people comply to your request, sell or persuade them if they like you at the first place. Now comes the main question, how to make someone like you. There are various factors on which you can work. Physical attractiveness. Try to always look as good as possible, because good looks suggest other favorable traits, that is honesty, humor, trustworthiness. Similarity. Find similarities between you and the person. We like people similar to us in terms of interest, opinions, personality, background, etc. Compliment. Give compliments. People love to receive praises and tend to like those who give it. Surprisingly, even if they know it's false. Contact and cooperation. How often they see you can also have an impact, and how well you cooperate with them. Conditioning and association. Try to associate yourself with good things and good people. We like looking at models and thus become more favorable towards the car behind them. Now you know how pretty girls or hot models end up in most of the commercials for any product, including a pen and even cement. A real world example of our irrational thinking because of this principle is our love toward pandas. They are cute fluffy animals on which billions of dollars are spent as to save them from going extinct. Now it's a really holy deed, even I don't want to see a world without pandas. But the real problem is in the fact that there are thousands of other species that are at the edge of extinction. Many of that other species are easier to save and are much more important for our ecosystem and indirectly ourselves. But we are not getting enough money and resources to save them. Why? Just because they are not as cute as pandas. That's how liking works. Number 8. Reasoning. When asking someone to do us a favor, we will be most successful if we provide a reason with the request. Example, a Harvard psychologist did an experiment where she approached people in a line who were just about to use the Xerox machine and requested that person to let her use the Xerox machine in 3 different ways, which got her 3 different results. In the first way she asked, "Can I use the machine because I'm in a rush?" 90% agreed. In the second way she just asked, "Can I use the machine?" and 60% agreed. That's why it's always better just to try and ask. In the third way she asked, "Can I use the machine to take Xerox?" Surprisingly, 90% again agreed. So it concluded that giving a reason increases the chances of your request getting accepted. Even I have personally used the power of reasoning on many occasions, and it really works. Once I had to visit a doctor. When I went there, too many people were already waiting. I had to prepare for my exam, so I didn't want to waste my time. I requested them to let me go first as I wanted to go and prepare for exam. With just a small bit of hesitation, all of them agreed. These were the 8 triggers which I just discussed briefly in these videos. You can learn about them in much more detail from the book. Or if you want, just let me know in the comment which trigger would you like to see in detail as a separate video in future.